Ever wondered what happens if someone crashes into your car or spreads a nasty rumor about you online? No, I'm not talking about criminal law or breaking a signed contract. I'm talking about something different, something called tort law. Now, in India, tort law is all about civil wrongs. Think of it as the part of the law that steps in when someone's carelessness or actions cause harm to you, like in accidents, defamation, or even medical negligence. The main goal here isn't to punish the wrongdoer, but to make things right for the victim. That means compensation, money, apologies, or sometimes even an order from the court telling someone to stop what they're doing. Here's what makes tort law unique in India. Unlike the Indian Penal Code, which is a fat book of criminal rules, tort law isn't really written down in one place. Instead, it's based on Old English law and what Indian courts have decided over the years. And remember, a tort is not a crime, and it's not a contract gone sour. It's its own thing, a third branch of civil law. So, how do you know if you have a tort case? There are 3 things you need. First, there has to be a duty of care, like a doctor taking care of a patient or a driver watching out for pedestrians. Second, there has to be a breach of that duty, a mess up, basically. And third, there must be damage because of that breach. No harm, no case. Let's run through some common types of torts you'll find in India. There's negligence, like when someone drives recklessly and causes an accident. Nuisance. Maybe your neighbor plays loud music all night, disturbing your sleep. Defamation. Spreading false stories that ruin your reputation. Trespass. Someone sneaks onto your property without permission. And then there's strict liability, where someone is held responsible for dangerous activities even if they took precautions. One of the most famous tort cases in India? The MC Mehta vs. Union of India case after the oleum gas leak. The court introduced the principle of absolute liability, a rule even stricter than what the British used. It basically said, if you're running a hazardous business and something goes wrong, you're on the hook, no excuses. If you win a tort case, what do you get? Usually, damages, money for your loss. Sometimes the court might order an injunction, which means the harmful action must stop. Or, in the case of defamation, maybe a public apology. So, why don't we hear more about tort law in India? Well, it's still underused compared to the West, mainly because there's no single tort law act yet. But as issues like consumer protection, the environment, and civil rights become more important, tort law's stepping up. So next time you hear about a big compensation case or a famous defamation suit, remember, that's tort law shaping justice in India. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe for more clear explanations. Thanks for watching.